You are hitting the gym 6 to 7 days a week, sweating like crazy, lifting heavy, and somehow still look exactly the same. Yeah, at this point, it's clearly your fault. Don't embarrass yourself by blaming it on bad luck. It seems like you are unknowingly sabotaging your own gains. You have some sneaky little habits that are causing big damage. It could easily be one of these 5 things. Number 5. Not eating enough. The first mistake is not eating enough. A lot of people say they want to build muscle, but then they eat like they're accidentally training for a famine. They hit chest, back, legs, maybe even throw in creatine, and then go home and eat one sad chicken wrap and a protein shake like that's somehow supposed to build an entirely new human. That's not how muscle growth works. Your body needs energy to build tissue. Muscle is not made out of hope, gym selfies, and one scoop of whey. Building muscle is expensive. You are asking your body to repair training damage, build new protein, refill glycogen, keep hormones happy, and recover from stress, all at the same time. If you keep burning more calories than you're eating, your body goes into survival mode. And survival mode does not care about your biceps. A simple rule for gaining muscle is to eat around 200 to 300 calories above maintenance. And no, maintenance is not your BMR. Your BMR is just what your body needs to stay alive if you do basically nothing except exist dramatically. Maintenance is your total daily need after movement, work, walking, and life are added in. And don't obsess over protein like it's the only nutrient with feelings. Yes, protein matters because it gives your muscles the raw material to repair and grow. But carbs matter too, because they are the fuel your muscles burn during hard training. No carbs means you'll get that lovely feeling of dying halfway through leg day. Fat matters too, because your hormones need it, and hormones are kind of a big damn deal if you want to grow. So keep it simple, 50, 30, 20. Around 50% carbs, 30% protein, and 20% fat is a solid starting point for a lot of people trying to gain muscle. It's not some sacred law written in stone, just a practical rule that stops you from eating like a confused raccoon. Number 4. Overdoing cardio. Now let's talk about cardio, the thing people treat like a fat-burning religion. Cardio is great. Your heart loves it. Your lungs love it. Your doctor definitely loves it. But if your goal is building muscle, you cannot train like a bodybuilder and then do cardio like you're preparing for the damn Olympics. Because cardio burns calories, a lot of them. That's the whole point. Your body uses energy to keep you moving. So if you're already struggling to eat enough for growth, and then you throw in 5 long runs and daily Stairmaster sessions, you're digging a recovery hole and then wondering why your legs look the same as last year. The general recommendation for heart health is about 150 minutes of moderate cardio per week, or 75 minutes of vigorous cardio. That's a good health target. But if you're trying to maximize muscle growth, you need to be smarter than that. Now, I'm not saying never do cardio. Calm down. I'm saying use it like a tool, not like a punishment. 2 or 3 more moderate sessions a week are usually enough for most people who want to stay fit without crushing their gains. Walking is even better in many cases, because it helps with recovery, burns calories gently, and doesn't beat the hell out of your nervous system. So yes, cardio burns fat, cool, but if you overdo it while trying to build muscle, it starts burning through your progress too. And speaking of progress getting burned alive, let's talk about what happens when you train hard but recover like an idiot. Number 3. Ignoring recovery. Some people love to act like recovery is optional. They'll spend 90 minutes in the gym, buy all the supplements, slam protein shakes, post the workout on Instagram, and then sleep 5 hours, stay stressed all day, and wonder why their body looks the same after a year. Did you know you do not build muscle in the gym? You build it after the gym? Training is the damage. Recovery is the repair. When you lift, you create tiny tears in muscle fibers. That's normal. Your body then repairs those fibers and makes them a little stronger and thicker, so next time it can handle the stress better. That process takes energy, nutrients, and time. If you never give your body enough rest, you just keep causing damage without giving it the chance to rebuild properly. Chronic poor recovery can also increase inflammation and make you weaker, even when you're training just as hard. That's why some people say, I'm working out more than ever, but I feel flat. Of course you do. Your body's been sending SOS signals for 2 weeks. You also need proper sleep to regulate cortisol, which is your stress hormone. A little cortisol is okay, but when sleep sucks and life is chaotic and you train hard every day like a maniac, cortisol stays elevated. That's bad news for muscle growth. High cortisol pushes your body toward breakdown. It also makes recovery slower and mood worse. So now you're tired, sore, under-recovered, and eating badly. Great job! Make sure to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Take rest days seriously, and stop treating recovery like some soft, lazy thing. Recovery is part of training. Number 2. Too much heavy weights. Now, some people also believe that if the weight isn't ridiculously heavy, it doesn't count. If you're one of those believers, you couldn't be more wrong. A lot of people lift heavy weights, and it feels like they're trying super hard to survive through the rep. The bar is moving, their face is turning purple, their joints are screaming, and their spine is having a full-on crisis meeting. And somehow they think this is a productive set. Using heavy weight is not the problem. Using weight you cannot control is where everything goes to hell. Muscle grows from tension, and that tension needs to go through the muscle you're trying to train. Not through momentum, not through your lower back, not through whatever body part jumps in like a backup dancer trying to save the rep. If you're curling with your entire body swinging like a pendulum, benching with your shoulders doing all the work, or squatting badly, you're just embarrassing your joints. That's not the intensity you want. Your muscles might survive, but your tendons and ligaments won't be as forgiving. Muscles adapt fast, but passive tissues get irritated, inflamed, and eventually injured. That's how you end up taking a short break that turns into 3 months of regret. This is why you go for progressive overload, not for random overload. Progressive. That means you need to slowly increase the weight, reps, or volume over time. And once you stop fighting the weight, there's one last mistake that quietly destroys everything. Number 1. Not mapping out your progress. A shocking number of people walk into the gym with no real plan, no progression model, no clue what they did last week, just some caffeine and blind optimism, like they're hoping muscle just shows up out of respect. And then they wonder why they're stuck. You cannot build muscle if every workout is random. That's like trying to build a house by showing up with a hammer and just hitting whatever looks important. If you want gains, you need structure. That means knowing how many days you train, which muscles go on which days, what exercises you're doing, how many sets and reps you're aiming for, how hard those sets should feel, and how you're going to improve over time. Because if you did dumbbell press for 8 reps last week, what are you doing this week? Same weight? More reps? If you don't know, then you're just repeating your mistakes with confidence. Your body adapts fast. If the stimulus stays the same, the results slow down. That's why you need planned progression. And don't overcomplicate it. Even a simple plan works. Train 4 days a week. Start with compound lifts. Add accessory work after. Stay mostly in the 8 to 12 rep range. Track your numbers like they actually matter. And take a deload every 4 to 6 weeks so your body doesn't completely hate you. That alone puts you ahead of most people, who are still just freelancing their workouts. There you go. Now tell me, have you been making any of these mistakes in the gym? Don't be ashamed to admit it in the comments. We've all done that at some point. And before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more tips and tricks for healthy workouts. Goodbye for now.